Yeah, you see the guy? That was our room when we were in Paris last time. Good morning. This is day 2 in Paris, France. And this is the bathroom. So we took shower here, and what I want to show you, let's start first with the positive things. Look, this one. This is so nice with the books, the bookshelves. And especially the way how they put the colors and everything, it gives a sense of space here, which is quite good. So there's the positive. Now I'm gonna give you some negative things. And when you step here, the tiles are cracking. They are not put together properly. So it moves. The tiles are moving, you know, making a cracking sound as you move. The other thing, look. And it will take a very long time until it goes down. So, not really good. Look, it fills up in 2 seconds and doesn't go down at all. Anyway, we are leaving now. We're gonna go to the Louvre. Because it's Paris, we need to see the Louvre. The hotel is named after an actor and a playwright and a director who was born in Russia, in St. Petersburg, and lived in France and died in here in Paris. And that's why all this, you know, books everywhere and this theater theme. And I started with a positive thing and with the tiles, with the design, and I like to finish with a positive thing as well. You know, I've been to many hotels in my life, and here the internet is the fastest, is the best here. Okay, bye. Renoir. Very colorful chairs. Okay, we are on the way to the Boulevard Pigalle. We talked to the receptionist and she said that the ticket for the bus and for the metro, for the underground, is the same price. Okay, we are at the Pigalle. That's the hotel we stayed last time. And over there there's the McDonald's, and over there there's a coffee, now closed. And there was a fun scene, I'll tell you in a sec. I just knew it. It will be like an hour in the queue this morning. So this is the Louvre. What a wonderful day. This gentleman is from Persepolis. Persepolis. I've done an online course, Mesopotamia First Civilization, and we actually learn the basics of reading the... Okay, fantastic. We bought 10 tickets and now we're going to Louvre, Musée, Louvre, and it was funny because when we were thinking how to buy the actual ticket, two guys, Italians, a couple, a man and a woman, was like so stressed out buying the ticket, and they're going to the same place as us. Look, vending machines. This is good idea. Okay, lots of stairs to come down here, and I don't know, for some reason I was thinking about the people who dig these tunnels out. Hard work, hard work. This is it, the Louvre. We started in Sully and then we went to Richelieu, and then now we are in Denon. I have no idea how to pronounce it properly, but we finished it with seeing the Mona Lisa. Wonderful. What's missing from this room? Well, that's my towel. So what's missing from this room is the other thing is that one. There's no ventilation, it doesn't work. But this one is pretty cool. Some titles you can even read. And the floor is pretty funny. You walk this way. So this is the bed. On this side we have the window. And when you walk here, you feel that it's kind of going down like this. It's not straight at all. But what's perfect is this. When you open this, to wake up this view to this view. So this glass ceiling is the place where you get your breakfast. So there's the bed, there's the window I just showed you, and this wall, on the other side of this wall, we have the stairs going up to the second floor, and up, 4th, 5th, and so on. So sometimes it was kind of loud. I woke up for every single time, you know, like teen girls laughing and running up and down. Wow. Okay, the stuff is a bit mixed up here. The cuneiforms. We need 18, which is right in the middle, and that is from Uruk. Uruk, that is Sumer. And the other ones, they are from Babylon. Dear internet friends and future employers, well, in the last 5 minutes I was like going around in the room where I wanted to find the best spot, you know, because I've been doing this for a while, recording stuff, and I realized that post-production, if we can call the stuff I put out on the internet, sometimes are, well, anyway, it's better to think ahead than after when you do the post-production. And for this one, this particular scene, in my mind I had some like I want it with the green tint, the shades of green. Yeah, that's what I want. So right now I'm in a white shirt, but I want it on the picture after post-production, it should look green. Yeah, that's what I want. Because right now only maybe 3 weeks left until we are going to travel to Disneyland. never in my life, never been to a place like that. Never. I never been really on a holiday. I've been on holiday once, Ibiza, 2 weeks. I hated it. I knew I'm going to hate it, and I hated it. I went with a friend, and after the first 24 hours, we were like, we just arguing, and because he never been to any sort of holiday. He was working since I don't know, he was like 11 years old or something, and that's it. We just wanted to try how holiday is, and we didn't like it at all. It's the same thing when I feel that I leave my territory. I just can't think of anything else. How it's gonna be when I'm not there. So, well, you can imagine that at some point I was like Hayden Christensen, from the guy who played Darth Vader on Star Wars, that, well, I really wanted to move to a farm, have animals, and do all sorts of agricultural stuff. Because this is my personality. It's like, I know that many people, they work like 9 to 5, and they waiting for the holiday. They really enjoy booking it and thinking, they want to go here, they want to go there, and so on. I do not like this kind of stuff. I like to work for things. I have goals in my mind, and I like to pursue the goals all the time, 7 days a week, 24 hours, and I don't like to leave it just like that. This is not my personality at all. So I really wanted to record this because, well, that's gonna be the first time I'm going on a holiday for a week, and it will include Disneyland, with a girl, and it's gonna be very, very interesting. I never done anything like that. It's so expensive, man. Oh my god, I never paid this much of money. I actually traveled a lot, but I always travel for like a day in Paris, a day in here, a day in there, a day in in Italy, a day in Oslo in Norway, and things like that. Always like short city breaks. So I was doing that with my friend Cedric, but I never done a week-long holiday, except of course Ibiza, and now we're going to Disneyland. The reason being is I'm working on something, a project. You can call it even a side hustle. And I really wanted to see how, I don't know, write a book, and the book become a series, and then a series becomes a movie, and then it will have their own ride in one of the, maybe Disneyland, maybe Universal Studios or something like that. And I really wanted to see it. I don't really want to experience it as a customer. I just want to see what kind of people enjoying these kind of things. Yeah, this is what I want to say. So everything prepared, everything's done, so we'll see how it goes. Actually, I was really thinking about it, which one I want. I want Disneyland or Universal Studios, because the Jurassic World, I'm not going to talk about why in this video, I'm not going to talk about why Jurassic World is so important to me, but it is definitely a very, very significant date. The first one, the Jurassic World, and the second one, Jurassic World, I think it was Dominion or something, or Lost Kingdom or something. Anyway, Jurassic World the second. So it's very, very, very important, the two dates and what happened between those two dates when the two movie came out, Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic World 2. That really changed my life, what happened in between. Very, very significant. But there's a new trend because of the Netflix documentaries about companies, how bad this company, how bad that company is, and the people with channels with tens of thousands of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views, and they can reach many, many people. And these guys I follow for like, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years. they jump on this trend to talk about these companies because they work for them. I do not like this. For example, if maybe one time in the future I will have a company and I don't want my employees to go around and instead of saying to me what they don't like immediately, they wait for 5, 10, 20 years and then they go on the internet and they tell all. No, no, no. If you have a problem, you need to fix it right away. You need to fix it right away. Don't wait. That, you know, it doesn't reflect on you good at all. So I'm not going to talk about what happened in between Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic World 2. I was working for a company and I loved it. It really changed my life. I was very depressed. Well, with me, depression is not something what depression for someone else. I was not sad or anything like that. I just completely lost motivation and I didn't do anything at all. And that's not me. I like to work 7 days a week, 24 hours. Maybe I'm not efficient, but I like to have goals in my mind and do things like that. And when it happened, when the movie came out, Jurassic World 1 with Chris Pratt, yeah, the first one, I was really like, I didn't hate everything, but like I did not care at all. Oh my god. And then something happened. I got a new job, and with the new job came a new lifestyle. And it ended when the movie Jurassic World 2 came. And I learned a lot, and that was a milestone. And I miss it every single day, I must confess. So that's why I was really thinking to go to Universal Studios or go to Disneyland. And I was thinking about Orlando or Japan or Disneyland, you know, California or anyway. And then because of the situation that is going on for 2 years now, you know, it started in Europe, it started March 2020. I don't want to say it. It's started March 2020. And because of that, you know, all these travel restrictions and all those things going on, still is going on, but you know, for economic reasons, we kind of lighten up the restrictions, but it's still going on. So that's the only reason I'm not going to Universal Studios. So okay, this is day 2 in Paris and we have lots of things to talk about. The very first thing we need to talk about is this one, my camera. And I'm telling you, you need to, if you use any sort of camera, not this particular brand, you use any sort of camera, you need to check it twice and then again that you have everything. So basically I brought the charger, I brought everything with it except a cable. I don't know if you can see that, a cable. I did not bring a cable, so we brought the laptop. I have everything here, and you know, this is Paris, so basically it doesn't matter what kind of memory card you have with you, and it doesn't really matter how many memory card you have, you're gonna fill it up in a day. I can tell you that, especially if you haven't been here for 2-3 years. Like I haven't been here for 2-3 years because obviously the pandemic. Otherwise, you know, I live in London. It takes me maybe 2 hours to get on the train, and if I come with the plane, which I never did because the train is so convenient, then you know, you will fill up all those memory cards. But those things you need to, all these files, all these pictures, all these videos, you need to transfer it to the laptop so you can free up some space on the memory card. But if you forget the cable like I did, then you know, you kind of, yeah. So yesterday when I realized that I did not have a good day, not that good day because it's Paris. Paris is always good, but I didn't have 10 minutes when I realized that I do not have the cable. And charger you will always find in the city at the reception and any hotel, but this kind of cable what you need to connect the camera and the laptop, then it's kind of a special one, so you got to bring it from home. So let's talk about day 2 in Paris. I think if I I like to bring out three things, highlight three things, and the first one is how many people use bikes and these scooters. When I was in Budapest in Hungary last year, and I was in other places as well, but there are so many scooters, but here it's like, oh my god, it's really over the top. So many people using that. For example, in London, I get used to walk in, you know, they have the road, and then you have the pedestrian place where the people can walk, and there is a tiny path where the bikes can go, and usually I walk on that one because, you know, in London no one really using that, but here, oh my god, maybe for when I stepped on it and I needed to step off it, it was basically 10 seconds and 40 or maybe 50 bikes pass. It's amazing how many people are using it here, and they don't really have the dress, and that is the first highlight I want to bring for day 2. I want to highlight from day 2 in Paris in this year 2022, and that is the guy in suit. He didn't have the tie, but I think he had the tie in his pocket. The guy, we're talking about someone with the black wavy hair, like very narrow face, very good looking one, about 25, between 25 and 30, not sporty, very slim, but very fashionably slim, so not like a sick person or something, because I don't like slim people at all, because I'm coming from East Europe. I was born in Eastern Europe, and for me a healthy person is fat. What you consider in Western Europe obese, for me that is a healthy. It means that your wife taking good care of you. Well, anyway, in Paris there are lots of slim people, and this one is what I call fashionably slim, and he was in suit, black suit and a white shirt, and I'm pretty sure that he had his tie in his pocket, and he was on an electric scooter, and the face, it was so perfect how he was like speeding with 90 miles per hour on his electric scooter. It was just absolutely perfect. The second thing I want to highlight, the river. It's July. I never really travel in July because it's so expensive, but now we are here, you know, we are on the way in Disneyland, and we 3-4 days we spent in Paris before moving down to south to Disneyland. And in day 2, the second highlight is when we were doing picnic by the river near Notre Dame. Oh yes, it was so perfect because it's like 30 degrees, and we did not have anything with us. So when I say picnic, is literally we just walk along the river, we find a space, a good spot, and we just lie down and we enjoy the sun and we enjoy the people. Literally, there was no other place to sit. So if we walk like just 1 minute along the road, then we couldn't find any spot to sit down because it was full of people. We're talking about thousands upon thousands of people who were sitting and enjoying the sun, the temperature. And you know, when we were walking, we were basically doing this picnic. I call it picnic, but we didn't have anything with us, any food or any drink. So we were there for maybe an hour, and then we just walked. And when we walked, we saw that everyone had wine. I think the most popular was rosé, which is quite strange. I didn't think that anyone drinking rosé at all. It's either white, summertime it's white, and then wintertime is the red. But here, the most popular was the white wine and the rosé. Oh my god, so many people had rosé. Because as I was walking, I checked what the other people have. I was checking the other people's food. And everyone had like baguette, like cheese, different sort of cheese, crackers. But everybody had wine. Only a couple of people had beer. And you know, we sat down somewhere to eat and drink something. And we realized that, you know, how, I mean, I knew it from before, but that was the first time I was actually having a sit down in a restaurant, because I've been here for like 100 times, but we never been to any kind of restaurant. We were always eating in the hotel, at home, or on the go. And that was the first time we went to a restaurant in Paris. And obviously I heard it from legends, and other people told me as well that how big difference between the wine and the beer. And it is, oh my god, you need to prepare for that. For example, we were next to the Louvre in a very, very, very nice restaurant. We were, and they had only two beers, Corona and Desperado. That's the two beers they had. So we ordered Desperados, and basically they give you a portion of like a double whiskey. It's like, oh my god, it's like a quarter what you would get in London or any other country. It was like such a small portion. We were like looking around that this is the right order they got for us. And then there was the wine, and the wine cost half the price what was for the beer. So whenever you go, don't order beer, get wine, because this is the land of the wine. So the first one was the guy in the suit on the electric scooter. The second one is the picnic along the river. And